So I was always asked, what is your definition of political correctness? And I had to come up with one. I said, it's the elevation of sensitivity over truth, which seems like what it still is, except it's worse than ever.
It's more like the elevation of moral posturing about sensitivity over truth. It's even worse.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I won't introduce myself, neither will I use my own voice. My apologies, I am concerned about my safety. You will understand quickly why. So let's start thinking together. This video is a dedication to a few of my favorite free speech heroes. That doesn't mean that I also have some hard questions for them. In the name of free speech. Or maybe wounded free speech. So let's get into it. Let's think for ourselves while trying to be objective.
So where did it come from? How did we get to this?
He explains in political, psychological and social terms. Maybe not social. Theoretically, not practically. I have a student living under my roof. Do you think he follows something because of this? Forget that. Do you think he even understands this explanation? He just wants to belong.
Have we lost the thread back to knowing what free speech is? Yes, it can be disrespectful. That is covered under free speech. President of France.
Dear sir, your agitation is understandable. However, let me get you in touch with the outside world. Do you see the window? There is the outside world. I agree, it protects the company and employees. But the definition of these etceteras is decided and changed at goodwill by the employer. For example, if someone takes smoke breaks, they should make up for it. Not for prayer breaks. Can you say that you don't like the exercise of religion at the office in special prayer rooms? Of course not. Can you tell your boss to shut the up? I don't think so. I went to school in an uniform. The idea behind it. So that we could feel a bond. To soften differences. Freedom of expression was not important. It worked. Nowadays people practice the religion at the workplace. I'm sorry that you can't tell jokes. Can you tell your loved ones that they are getting fat? Just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Freedom is a luxury for most of us. It comes with responsibility. You learn to respond instead of react. It's called growing up.
Yeah, right.
So nothing we ever do makes them have a moment of discomfort.
Well,
I agree. I'm all for the truth. If it is important. Do we not teach our kids to be civil, respectful and kind? To grow into adults with a filter. You know, the old values. Do we have to rebel against the woke by rejecting everything? Like teenagers. Isn't it nice to be nice sometimes? And not to be right all the time?
First of all, it's hard to make people safe because life is seriously not safe.
Yes.
And the way that you make people resilient is by exposing them to things that they're afraid of and that make them uncomfortable voluntarily, but you use exposure.
Right.
Yes, of course, to some extent. But you give them the tools of responsible free speech. That doesn't accept insults. You both seem very pleased with yourselves. Please be careful, don't be too sure of yourselves. Freedom of speech includes the right, not to speak. You know, if you can't say something nice, then. In comedy, shock humor comes across as lacking creativity and content. But yes, there shouldn't be any penalties for it if it's in bad taste.
Take that word and use it for stuff that's just scary to you or just verbal, which is something I literally learned in kindergarten. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but if you don't know how that one ends, you need to repeat kindergarten.
The sticks hurt for a short time. The words for a lifetime. Next subject. Not really, but okay.
So where do you draw the line here, and what do you say is free speech and what should not be allowed?
The limitations are speech that incites imminent lawless action or constitutes direct threats is not protected. When you speak about the Islam, saying the truth that needs to be said, which you can afford yourself more than I won't enjoy protection. My request and comment on that regard is the following. Suddenly you are careful. Islam, the ideology, is dangerous. Muslims are okay? What is an ideology without people following it? Please like and subscribe if you want more content like this. Thank you for watching.